The Hour Anchoring Prophecy. Surah Al-A'raf, the Heights. يسألونك عن الساعة أيان مرساها قل إنما علمها عند ربي. They ask you, O Muhammad, about the hour. When is its anchoring? That's what mursaha is, anchoring. You can say landing, but let's get to the true essence of what that word is. It's an anchoring. Ursaha, rawasiya, yeah? It's an anchor, like the mountains are anchored. They ask you, O Muhammad, about as-sa'a. When is its anchoring? Say, its knowledge is only with my Lord. قُلْ إِنَّمَا عِلْمُهَا عِنْدَ رَبِّي. None can reveal its time except He. None can reveal its time. لِوَقْتِهَا. None can reveal its time. لِوَقْتِهَا. Except He. It lays heavily upon the heavens and the earth. It will not come upon you except baghta, suddenly. They ask you about the hour. It will not come upon you except baghta, suddenly. No interpretations. Clear verses, clear words. It will not come upon you except suddenly. يَسْأَلُونَكَ كَأَنَّكَ حَفِيٌّ عَنْهَا. They ask you as if you are well informed about it, as if you are familiar with it. Again, the hour. This is all about the hour. The knowledge is only with Allah. It's not going to come upon us except suddenly. They ask you as if you are well familiar with it. And again, you're supposed to say, قُلْ إِنَّمَا عِلْمُهَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ. The knowledge is only with my Lord. Its knowledge is only with Allah. But most of the people do not know. وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. How many people know that the knowledge of the hour is only with Allah? And that nobody knows when it's going to land, when it's going to anchor? None can reveal its time except He. It will not come upon us except suddenly. That Muhammad ﷺ is not even familiar or well informed about it. How many people know that its knowledge is only with Allah? Most of the people do not know. وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. It doesn't stop there. It carries on. You can probably begin to see why there's been a culture, as far as I remember, ever since I was young. Every masjid I attended, every halaqah I attended, every group or every kind of different kind of gathering or sect or whatever it is you want to call it that I went to, I can now understand, and maybe you can now understand, why they always said the Quran is not for you. The Quran is not for you to read. It's not for you to understand. Carries on. قُلْ لَا أَمْلِكُ لِنَفْسِي نَفْعًا وَلَا ضَرًّا إِلَّا مَا شَاءَ اللَّهُ. Say, O Muhammad, I do not have the power for myself to benefit or harm except what Allah has willed. You can understand the context now. Look at the context. They ask you about the hour. When is it going to land? None can reveal its time except Allah. Its knowledge is only with Allah. Twice. Its knowledge is only with my Lord. Its knowledge is only with Allah. It will not come upon us except suddenly. How many people know? They think you are well informed or you have any kind of familiarity with it. يَسْأَلُونَكَ كَأَنَّكَ حَفِيٌّ عَنْهَا. As if you are familiar with it. As if you are well informed. How many people know all this? Most do not know. وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. And then comes, say, O Muhammad, قُلْ, again. And us by extension, we're supposed to also say, I do not have the power for myself to benefit or harm except what Allah has willed. إِلَّا مَا شَاءَ اللَّهُ. And if I had knowledge of the unseen, وَلَوْ كُنْتُ أَعْلَمُ الْغَيْبَ. And if I had knowledge of the unseen, I could have increased much good and no bad would have touched me. I am not except a warner and a preacher of good news. to a people who securely believe. What does he say? I am but a nadhir, a warner. وَبَشِيرٌ لِقَوْمِ يُؤْمِنُونَ. A human, a human warner to a people who have iman, to a people who are securely confident, securely believe, who have trust in those 5 things: belief in Allah, His angels, His messengers, His books, and the last day.